Oh my gosh. Ah! Hi, Kiwi. Look! You're on stream. Okay, bye, Kiwi. Ah. Hi, friends. How's it going? Let's see. ODM, hello. There's people outside. Shonis, hello. Ankit. Oh, partner anniversary. Oh, that was last year? Or, oh wait, last year? 2 years ago? How long has it been? ODM, hello. Timmy. Ewan, Ithrak, hello. Thanks for... Oh. No problem. Thanks for the 17 months. Victor Vec, hello. Mason, what's up? Alright. So... Alright. Where's... I'm not thirsty. Where's my water? Alright, friends. So... today we're going to be building this board called the... Yeah, I got partner in 2021. Yeah, thank you. I kind of forgot. Kind of forgot it was 2 years ago. Time flies. Yeah. I mean, because at the end of the day, if you get partner, you just get the check mark and more emote slots, which is very important. Probably the most important thing out of becoming a partner is the emote slots. And then not much matters because you don't get extra support from Twitch in particular. Your contract doesn't get better. That's about it, actually. Nothing happens after you get the check mark. So yeah. Alright. So today's board that we're gonna be building is this board that I think actually Patty built one. It's called the Sela 70 from Hance Industry. And this board is a function rollless TKL. It came with this other box, which I think is the wrist rest. We've got some stabs and some switches here that we're gonna be using. And so this is a function rollless TKL board. And the group buy for this actually ended this past weekend. This was sent to me a little bit later, and so I didn't get a chance to get to this build on time before the group buy ended. But we're gonna be building it today anyway. And so this actually, they had put it on group buy at first, like I think back in like May, and then they halted it for a little bit because they decided to go to the no flex PCB route. So actually this prototype actually came with the flex PCB, I think. So I'm just gonna be taping it over, but the actual production unit will be no flex cut PCB. So that's the main difference, the main thing that they changed. They changed like the plate design a little bit too. So let's see, got a bunch of parts here. Let's take it all out. And yeah, a lot of FRLs lately, that's for sure. Like the Matrix Navi, this one. There's a Silhouette from 4GT. What else has there been? Like, there's a bunch others, right? I've seen a lot of FRLs lately, so I do agree that there's been quite a few. Okay, we got like some screws and whatnot, stuff for gaskets, top mount, daughter boards. Let's see, got some plates here. We have an FR4 plate. We got our flex cut PCB, which is going to be no flex cut on the actual group buy that already happened, actually. We have another FR4 plate, and we have some foam and another FR4 plate. A lot of plates. Let's see. So we have plate foam. Oh, I see. This is the flex cut plate, so we're not gonna be using that. And then we have P foam and case foaming if we need it. Excuse me. Whew. Okay. So yeah, we'll use this FR4 plate here. This PCB over here. We don't need this extra plate. We'll leave the plate foam aside just in case, but I don't think I'll use it. Oh, thanks, game. And thanks for the partner anniversary. Congrats. FRL layout is great for my needs. Oh, nice. Yeah, FRL layout is okay. I do prefer just standard TKL personally, but a lot of people don't use function rails, so it kind of makes sense. And like keeping some of the TKL layout characteristics is kind of nice too, especially like arrow keys and nav cluster, right? So, all right, so this is the board. Comes in this nice, I think this is a dark blue. So this is dark blue wind key. Pretty nice. Pretty light. Decently light aluminum case from what I can see here. Alright. And then let's see, open up this box here. I think this should be the wrist rest. So here we have the wrist rest, indeed. Is there anything else? Nothing else. And just like bump-ons and stuff. Okay. So let's open up these guys. Here's my... So you can just open it up with this. Color looks nice. Yeah, I do agree. It's a nice dark blue. Pretty clean anodizing. Overall looks really nice. It says Hance at the bottom. So apparently the designer is like in the automotive industry. So some of the designs are like inspired by that. So the ankles are kind of interesting on this board. Do you see my new Discord name, Diego? What is it, Gamiel? Yeah, I saw. Unless it was changed between then. Since then, rather. Yeah, this is a nice color, though. So this is wind key. As you can see, it has these little, I think this is for LEDs over here or something like that. Which I assume is like indicators and stuff. And kind of apparently it's like a brake light sort of thing. I think I saw Patty's little reel on this too. Pretty nice. All right, let me open up the wrist rest here. We back, yeah. All right, so there is our wrist rest. It also comes in this blue aluminum. Pretty interesting. But let's put on any bump-ons and stuff that we have included here. So Nice and thick bump-ons here. Goes like that. And then let's see, daughterboard screws, top mount. I think this is like gaskets and stuff. I think that's for the hot swap stuff. Not sure what that's for yet. Have to mess around and see what else there is. And let's see, does this have bump-ons? Yeah, okay. Some interesting design. All these actually, hold on. So are these the bump-ons, or is this for something else? I think, let me double check. Okay, yeah. Rubber feet, nameplate with number. Alright, cool. So let's actually open up the case. I'm kind of curious what the case looks like on the inside. So let's open it up. So it uses these M2.5 screws over here. There are 8 of them. Oh, long screws here. Another FRL decal. There's definitely been a few lately. Oh, it looks like that's for gaskets and stuff. Okay. I actually forgot to do a little post on the gram for this. So let's just do it now. Let's see. Building a Hance industry. Well, Sela 70. Alright, let's link the stream. If you hear like noise in the background, my partner's just in the kitchen making dinner and stuff, so don't mind it too much. It's a small space, so there's a lot of noise that travels. Alright, there we go. Alright, so let's take a look at the internals here. So this is the top piece. Top piece allows for both top mount as well as gasket mount. So if you open up the plate here, just pretty much will go like that, and then, you know, gaskets, as you can see, there's tabs for them, or you have the ability to do top mount directly as such. And then the bottom piece, as you can see, the daughter board goes on the right side of the board. And it would go, you know, daughter board would lead into the middle towards where the JC connector is. And then on the inside, there's a little, I think, mirror polished. Not sure if it's steel or brass. Let me just double check. Steel. PVD stainless steel weight on the inside. And there is also a little lighting module that would go up here on the top right corner as well. So that's pretty much the design of the board on the inside, as you can see. But if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask as we go ahead and build it. Alright, so we have foam pieces here if we need them. Then here we have our PCB. Ah, thanks for the partner anniversary messages, guys. Appreciate it. Here we have a flex cut PCB. As I was told, this flex cut PCB was revised to be a no flex cut PCB. So we're actually gonna just tape up the flex cuts. Because yeah, this is quite a lot of flex cuts here, and yeah, and then we're just gonna go ahead and build it. So this is a hot swap PCB, as you can see. It has a fixed layout, so it uses ANSI fixed 7U. The only exception being that it uses a split right shift. It has fixed 2U backspace, and you have the ability to do regular caps or stepped caps. So that's the main other thing. And then it does have a connector for the main USB as well as for that little daughter board for the lighting module. And this is I believe QMKB compatible as well. Alright, so I think I'll probably forgo all the foam this time just to see how it sounds without it. So maybe we'll build without the foam today as. And then, so for today, we're going to be using these switches. These are switches that I got from CannonCaps, actually. These are called the Haimu Pastel Peach switches. These are linears. These are actually not long pole. These are pretty much like regular, almost regular travel. And these are 63.5 gram springs, like very long. 63.5 gram springs. I lubed these with 2.5 grade 0. I didn't think they needed films because the housing's pretty tight. So we're just gonna be using these Haimu linear switches, which I've never used before. I did also get from CannonCaps these other switches, which are like there are. I think this was a silent switch, or no, I think that one of them was a long pole linear, and another was a silent switch. I recall. Yeah, this is a long pole linear. This pastel yellow, or I forget what the name is exactly. The name is Pastel Lemon. Yeah, so there's the Pastel Lemon, which is a long pole linear switch, and then there are these other ones here, which are, I believe, silent tactile switches. So I think we opened this. I opened this up before. And then these are just oh no, these are not silent, but are they silent? No, they're just tactile switches. Tactile switches, pretty much regular travel. They do bottom out all the way to the, like, they do go all the way to the bottom. The stems do. And so yeah, there's these tactile switches as well. These are the Pastel Mint tactile switches from Haimu and CannonCaps, but I'm not gonna be using these, but I just want to show you guys. They are in CannonCaps. Yeah, today we're gonna be using the peach linears. Alright, so I also got a bunch of these AP stabs just recently. A bunch of packs of these AP stabs to try out. Got these from Lube switches, And previously I have had some issues with AP stabs, namely that the clip is pretty tight on them, so you it is recommended to break in the clip a little bit just by clipping in and clipping out the wire onto the stab. So that's what we're gonna do. And let's go ahead and get the 7U. Anyway, hope you all have been doing alright. It's been a busy time period for me. We've just been looking for apartments, and actually I think we have something secured, which is great. As of basically today, so fingers crossed it all works out, but I think that's all set. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and like if you just clip this wire into the stab. Yeah, this is a temporary setup, yeah. So this will be temporary for another month or so, and then I'll be moving again. And then I should have a more permanent setup for like the next year or so. Yeah, so if you just clip on the wire, the one thing about these TXAP stabs is that this wire clips on pretty tightly onto the clips. So, which can be a good thing, but also I do feel like the movement is a little bit restricted. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unclip and clip the wire to loosen it up. And what is the girlfriend cooking? What are you cooking? Pasta. She's cooking pasta. So just gonna unclip and clip, unclip and clip. WTF share. Just fly to New York on kit. Easy clap. Yo, pasta always the goat. Oh yeah, pasta just easy and nice and easy and always delicious, I think. It's hard to screw up, right? So thanks for the 20 months, my friend. Baby Rage, how you doing? Alright, so I did one side, and as you can see, it loosens it up pretty significantly at the clip. So it does help a lot to loosen these clips. And we have to do it with all the sides, I think, because I do think they're kind of tight. Yes, the board isn't even built yet, but the color is very nice. It's a nice dark blue. Unfortunately for this particular board, I was going to say, I probably should put it in the build command, but the group buy is already technically over, I think. It was a short amount of time between the time they had done a little pause to reopen it, to redesign the plate and the PCB, and then to reopen the group buy. But Keith Spencer had it only open for like 2 weeks or so, so it was a pretty short term for the group buy. But there will be some extras, I heard, a few. I'm not sure how many, but there should be like also other vendors too that should have them. And I know that Hance Industry is planning on doing more stuff, so it won't be like the first and last, I think. Alright, so that seems pretty good. We doing to the stabs because they AP? Yep. So the wire clips on pretty tightly otherwise. So if you unclip and clip it on a little bit, it loosens it up. A little bit more movement for it. So just doing it to loosen up the clips for these little what's it, housings. AP to P. Yeah. Doing perfect, still in the mood from NBA last night? Nice. Yeah, saw that the Nuggets won the championship for the first time in ages. So, congrats to the Nuggets. I don't know if this makes AP to P as much, but it definitely helps just because it is a very tight stab. That's what we found, or other people have found. I got this recommendation from Juan, Dodgy Keyboards. Juan, good friend of mine, and also a very proficient builder for his own boards, and he also designs his own boards, so he knows what he's doing. I'm not super well acquainted with these TXAP stabs as much yet, so in a way I hope that these stabs turn out okay. I do feel like these AP stabs are a bit more work than they're supposed to be. Like, I do think that the previous revision of TX stabs, the revision 3 or whatever, were probably just fine where they were. I don't really know what the motivation for the AP stabs was, but yeah, here we are. At this point, you only have the option to buy these, so I bought a bunch and wanted to try them out for a while, so we'll see how it is. Does seem like they do require less lube and whatnot, so at least there's that, but I don't know how good it would really be, if it's really perfect, so to speak. Alright. SG have TX Rev 3 1 Porsche. TXAP songs are crashing while Rev 3 are going up. It's weird, huh? Yeah, I don't really know. It's just these clips that are a little tight, but the rest seems kind of normal. This is the only thing that I think I've heard about, is about these clips just being a little bit tighter. The rest seems pretty normal. I mean, I do think they just take in less lube because the tolerances are tighter. But yeah, it does seem like a little bit more work. That's for sure. My AP stabs wouldn't return properly until I saw this tip. Yeah. I've heard of people say about their AP stabs not returning properly because they do sit pretty tight. Seem a little tight still. Stiletto, sorry, just got here. Is this an updated one with this updated Sela 670 with the changes? I remember they had to do a revision on Keycaps due to some problems. So yes, on some regards, and no on some others. So I believe I am one of the reviewers who did not get the revised PCB, but the PCB is supposed to be a no flex cut PCB. Right now we do have flex cut PCB, so unfortunately I have a prototype PCB from the previous iteration, but the plate, I did get a newer plate which has no it's an FR4 plate with no flex cuts on it, so that part I did get, but I think the PCB prototyping only I didn't get the new like no flex cut PCB, so that was the only thing. But the plate is going to be what the production one will look like. Also, if you're doing this with AP stabs, I suggest doing it before you even do any kind of lubing, obviously, because if you do lube and you apply some grease on the stabs or on any of the parts, well, they become more, they glide more easily, so you won't really be like doing any like loosening up these clips as much otherwise. So I do suggest doing any kind of wearing off, wear and tear or whatever first before you get on to actually lubing any parts. Yeah. So I mean, what I'm gonna do to replicate the no flex cut PCBs, I'm just gonna tape it up with some I just have some Captain tape, so I'm just gonna use some tape to tape that up. to replicate what no flex cut PCB would be like. And then and then yeah, for the plate we'll just use this one, which is a default FR4 plate with no flex cuts. Other than the Fossil, have there been other full-size Al customs over the years? I only know of a few. I know of the TX 108 or 104, I forget what the number exactly was, but TX keyboards, back when they did a lot of their different form factors for their keyboards, they did a TX 108 or something like that, which was a full-size custom top mount. They also did a... Not TX, sorry. Equal Z did a full-size called the Mountain, if I recall correctly. I also know of a full-size custom from Matrix Lab, which is a 10X. Very old. Very hard to get, I think, because it's just kind of really old now. And they haven't really done any future rounds of that. What else? What else? There's really not that many full-size, though, that's for sure. I've seen some 1800s, but not full-size. So like if you count 1800s, then it's a little different, but yeah, for full size, like proper full size with a standard full size layout, like full size 108 or 104 layout, definitely not very many. So for that, it takes some looking to find something else aside from the Fossil and the TX board and equals the Mountain that I know of, and the Matrix board. Those are just names that are in my head, like, as far as I know, because I personally haven't ever been interested in getting a full-size custom particularly, so that's why I don't really know too much more beyond that. And yeah, if you hear sizzling sounds, that's just from the kitchen. Alright, good. Alright, so let's go ahead. Do any good 1.2mm PCB long pole stabs come to mind? I'll be good with some TX AP as well. I'm looking for a set in order to build a Matrix Corsa. Ooh, that's I'm not sure. I mean, do TX AP come in long pole version? Yeah, they do. I honestly don't know of any other stabs that do long pole stabilizers. Oh, well, I think, okay, I'm looking at Divinity here, and they have long pole stabs that don't seem to be the TX AP, and they do have 1.2T as well. So you could check, like, if you are proxying things from places, there are, like, I see Dang Keeps here, Divinity Keeps for All, and they do some long pole stabs. Mikibo also has long pole stabs revision 3 on 1.2. Oh, I see, not available in those from Mikibo, but some other places do have them that are not AP stabs as well. From what I can see here, at least. Alright, so based on the recommendation that I got, I was told don't lube anything else other than the wire, so I'm gonna do exactly that. So I'm just gonna lube just the wire, and we're gonna put it into the stab. So I'm gonna grab my brush here. Gonna use some 205 grade 0 here, and just lube the wire and put it into the insert and the housing. Again, if these stabs don't turn out too well, I'm so sorry. I hope they do. I thought I had stabs down to the T, haha, no pun intended, but ever since these AP ones came out, the tolerances are so tight that it kind of does throw me off a little bit, as I found. Sometimes they do come out perfectly fine, sometimes they give me a little bit more trouble. Obviously that's why you test them before you solder or put anything on, but yeah. The tolerances are just tight on these guys, I heard. So what I like to do is I just like putting a little bit more lube on towards the tip of the wire where the rattle is supposed to happen. Typically, for like cherry stabs or other stabs, at least they do. Sliders with 3203 was fine for me after breaking in the clips. That was the main issue I was having. Oh yeah? Oh, okay. Sliders with 3203 only. It's your Annie? I think it's supposed to be like around this time of the month, yeah. Let me actually check the exact date. I'm pretty sure it was actually supposed to be like late May, but I think the feature for the anniversary thing was added more recently. So let me check. Twitch partner. Twitch partner. You're invited to a Twitch partner program. Email was on May 31st, 2021 apparently. So it looks like it happens for like 2 weeks around the date or so. But I was moving during the time that during the actual anniversary day, I was like in the process of moving, so I was pretty busy. Wasn't streaming at that time. Mine is March 7th? Haha! That's funny. If only you could tell the Honkai character. New place? Yeah, temporarily. So right now I'm in my partner's studio, and we are planning on moving to a new apartment in about just a month. So that's gonna be in about exactly a month-ish actually. So I'm here for the next month and then moving again in a month. Yeah. Which again, it's not that big of a deal because a lot of my stuff technically is in storage, and then the stuff here is actually not as many things. So it should be a pretty chill move, relatively. Hope the air is better. Oh yeah, the air has been much better since the weekend. Yeah. Subathon when? I don't know actually. Honestly, I probably could do like a subathon. I just don't know when I would do it. I could plan something at some point, but I don't know when. It wouldn't be a bad idea considering I'm about to pay thousands of dollars for broker fees for the apartment here in New York because it's crazy. I mean, for those of you who know, you already know, but in New York City you pay the broker a fee. And the broker fee is anywhere from 1 month of rent to 15% on the annual. 15% on the annual. Do you know how much that amount of money is? It's insane. Like, I think we are paying like 13 or so. So it ends up being like almost 6 grand. Or something ridiculous like that. And that's just for the broker. It's pretty bad up here. I always try to search non-fee or cover, but that is getting more and more rare. Yeah, so the problem with no fee, especially in New York now that it's the way it is that if you find a no fee place, you might not be paying fees, but your rent will be higher. So they'll mark up the rent to make up for the fact that it's no fee. So whatever you would end up paying in fees, you will end up paying in rent over the course of the year. And normally that difference, the differential is about $500 in rent or so, like maybe less, maybe like anywhere from $350 to $500, I would say though. And then you'll end up paying that in rent. And then the problem is if you lock in your lease at the higher rent, right? Then it means that come next year, if you are asked to renew the lease, then you will be renewing at a higher rate, right? Meaning that if there's a raise on that rate, then you're kind of screwed. Like if it's out of your budget, then you are forced to move out, right? So yeah, it's really dumb, and it complicates things unnecessarily. It's so dumb. It's like the dumbest thing. Apartment finder's fee are free in taxes. That's so nice. I mean, yeah, here like the problem is you're not even paying your own broker. You're paying the landlord's broker. So like you go on, you know, like here we use like what, Street Easy and like Grand Hop and like other things, right? And let's say you go to an apartment, you go see it, right? They show it to you, and you know there's an agent, right? There's an agent that's associated with that particular building or apartment, and that person's going to be working for the landlord, not for you. So it is in their best interest to charge you the full amount, first of all, and it is also in their best interest to protect whatever interest the landlord has. But you don't end up, I mean, you're the one who's paying them. So it's like paying the opposing side's lawyer. That's just kind of how it works. And yeah, apparently this thing is legal in New York because a real estate lobby is that bad, and the state of New York has no governance over this. And at some point they had obviously said they had like banned it, but it went back. They went back on it after the real estate lobby happened during the pandemic years. But yeah, many middlemen to get a cut, and ultimately it's always on the tenant and not on the landlord or the owners. So that's the part that sucks. Eggy, hello. How's it going? Whose doggo is that? It's one of the doggos in the hallway, like in the same floor. It's probably... Is that Aussie? It's probably Aussie, right? Yeah. That's I think that's Aussie. One this big floofy doggo that lives at the end of the hall. He's super energetic, but he's also barking every so often. Steal it and give it the doggo treat. The guy, okay, this Aussie guy. One time we had our door open, and he just barged into the apartment and drank Kiwi's water. No, didn't ask, just drank the water. And then obviously Kiwi hissed at him because he deserves it. He was thirsty? Yeah, for real. But that's rude, don't you think? Yeah, I know. I mean, he's a good boy, Aussie, but he was just thirsty that day, and he came in and drank Kiwi's water. The water that he doesn't even touch anyway, but you know. Cute but rude, yeah. Do be like that with doggos. Kiwi's like it's a chill boy. What's he up to actually? Is he just sleeping? Oh yeah, he's sleeping over there. He ate and now he's just sleeping, which is exactly what cats do all the time. I would call Kiwi here, but unfortunately he will not come even if I call him. Eating and sleeping, living the dream. Yeah, that's his job. Daily job is to eat and then proceed to sleep. And then when we come back from work, he will wake up, slowly crawl towards the door, and meow at you for food. Because that's exactly what his job entails. And he's like, this is my job. I demand the food. and it is my birthright to get food for free from you. It's a tough job. It's hard. It's a difficult life. You know, being a cat, being a pet, being a well-loved pet is a very difficult life to have. Alright, so that's that. This. I'm gonna go ahead and actually tape up these flex cuts or whatever. Imagine having to be cute all the time. Yeah. It's cool to be a cat. I bet it is. I bet it is nice to just be a cat and just take it easy all the time. Diego saying yeah as if he isn't cute all the time, please. SMH my head. Maybe I'll split it right here. What is the circle star symbol and the 4 key used for? Oh, it's probably for a different language. So I believe it's a mix of the Nord UK layout and the Nordic layout and the Faroe Islands layout, if I recall correctly. This is so that white on black set is the Nord UK plus kit that was sold like years back. Back in the day it was Dixie Mech actually, but now it's Omni-type. And that was like one of the 2 or 3 buyers in the US. But yeah, I think it's like the Faroe Islands layout for that particular symbol. But I'm not sure exactly what for, if you ask me. Alright, let's see. Hopefully these stabs sound fine. Oops, I think I bent that pen. Found it? Nice. Currency sign. Typography. Let's see it. Whoa, whoopsie! I deleted your message by accident. My bad. We can repost it actually. Actually, I'll just do it for you if you want. I accidentally clicked the delete button or the delete message button. I'll put it in the chat again. Interesting though. Let's see. Character to denote an unspecified currency. It's called a scarab. Oh, I see. I guess for international layout, I guess that makes sense. Just in case. Keep bending these pins. Didn't know that though. Let's see here. Finding Nord UK kits isn't the easiest? Oh, yeah, absolutely not. I mean, I would say a lot of Nord UK users will probably give up trying to find something that works for them with the correct legends. Because for what it's worth, there really is barely support for Nordic layouts and whatnot. It's very niche. International kits are rarely run, and if they do, it's kind of hard to put them through MOQ. I think that's the main thing. Alright. Let's try these stabs. I don't know what they're gonna be like. Was surprised that the WAF French had enough buyers. I think it's one of those cases where the people behind the whole thing were super motivated to get it made that that it got enough people to buy. Also, I mean, I think like going through like novel keys and Oblotsky and whatnot helps a lot since they are pretty popular vendors. So they do have a pretty big reach. But I think they did calculate it through like the lowest MOQ, right? So there's that too. Yeah, I can appreciate that it exists, yeah. Even though it wasn't like necessarily the cheapest thing, right? Oh, nice. These stabs sound pretty good today. maybe a teeny bit of lube on one side. Okay, good. Sounds pretty decent. Okay. So, oops. Just a little bit of lube on this side. Okay, cool. Good. Go. Okay, I'm glad that the stabs didn't give me much trouble today. Kind of expected them to be a little bit more finicky. I guess that was enough. What's the tape that you use for the tape mod? It's called Captain Tape. Kapton. Captain Tape. It's good for high temperature uses as well as electronics. It's a bit of a specialized tape, so it costs more for the roll, like as in compared to other tapes, but it is very nice. Is it worth to buy just for one keyboard? I mean, it won't hurt having it around for you. So I would say yes, but I mean, it will, you know, it'll last you a while. You won't be using that much of it, I think. And yeah, assuming you're not like overdoing it and like you know, use it sparingly where you need it, it'll be good for like several different applications of other things too. So yeah, it can be used for computer applications, among other things. Like, it's just a versatile tape, albeit slightly more costly. The month of FRL keyboards? Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of FRL lately, huh? Yeah, I was thinking, yeah, I think we would all agree that there's been a lot of FRLs. Silhouette, Navi, this, some others that I've seen. Quite a few. Alvius? Oh yeah, that too. That's the Dens's one, right? The designer of the Thika, I think, also did that one. Yeah, there's quite a few. There really are quite a few. Can't wait to build my glare to kill. Oh, nice. I think heard good things about the glare. It looks pretty too. Chutoro, thank you. Mujo, thank you. Last one. All right. All right, cool. Let's take this away. All right, let's see. What mounting style should we use for this? So I'm gonna go ahead and test the switches in the meantime. You should be fine without the LED module. Oh, maybe not. Where is it? Here it is. Alright, and then I think I might have to flash it, so I'm gonna do that. There's our reset button here. Sela 70. Okay, and then I can go ahead and put it on the VIA design tab, load. Huh. Does it work though? Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. Alright. Let's reprogram it a little. The rest looks fine, honestly. Oh, what's that? Oh, FN indicator. It's kind of neat. Okay, everything's working. Alright, so PCB is all good. We should go ahead and mount this. How do we want to mount it? There is top mount and there is gasket mount, I believe. We do have the option to just go ahead and do top. And we also can do gasket, I believe. So, in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can put this daughter board piece here. So this is the piece for the other daughter board. I believe it just kind of goes in like this. Gasket mount always fun? Okay, we can do gasket. Let's see. Trying to see what screws go where. Those are the nameplate thingies. Let me just double check on the screw positions. Okay. These will have little socks as well. Let's see, 8.5. Oh, I see. This is for changing. See, changing the angle. Looks like you can make the angle a little bit steeper using these guys. So that's interesting. I guess we'll leave the angle as is for now. I don't think I need to change the angle for now. And there are these guys. These are, oh yeah, these are the gasket socks. Okay. Sorry, Mr. Start a stream. What's talking? How's it going? Hi, Kiwi. Going crazy there. Let me see. Where is screws for this guy? Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm assuming these guys can be mounted using the small screws here. What's the angle? I believe it is 6.5 degrees. Let me double check. 6.5 degrees, and then if you put the two little like attachable feet kind of thingies, you can make it 8.5, so it increases the angle by 2 degrees. If you put these 2 little spacers for the back. So it's 6.5 or 8.5. You can always try both, however. So I believe this is the for that, and then the other daughter board should be mounted over here. Now the question is, does it go facing up or down? Up, looks like. ODM with the 34, thank you, my friend. How are you? Let's see here. Let's mount these guys up. Alright, so there's the daughter board, kiwi hair, and a little bit of okay. Okay, so we can do gasket first if you want. So gaskets, just would use these little socks. Pretty nice and easy to put gasket mount. Oh, nice. Even comes with a few extras just in case. So we can go ahead and plug that in. And let me see here. Oh, okay, I see. I should probably screw that in first. Oh, looks like my mouth is running low on battery again. Okay. And plug in our LED module. There we go. Okay, nice. And looks like, okay, that's for top mount stuff. Some extra gaskets, and all this is top mount stuff. So top mount, you can actually do like isolated top mount, sort of like you would on like the mode Sonnet, for example. So they do have little top dampeners as well if you wanted to do that, and then you can mount it top mount as well. But I think for now we can do gasket, and hopefully not using any of the dampeners should be fine with that. Okay, I think there is a decent bit of compression here. Okay, there it is. Oop, can I remove this? Or do I have to remove it from the inside? Oh. Yeah, I do, actually. Maybe I do have to remove it from the inside to remove this wrapper fully, because I don't see the edge here. Maybe I'll do that after I open it up again for top mount or something. Alright, so looks like the other ones are bump-ons. So let's put the bump-ons on. Interesting. So these allow for I see. Okay. All right, so that's done. All right, so what key set shall we put on this? So I actually do have some key sets that I got from CannonCaps too, if you wanted to check those out. I actually don't know if either is gonna be perfect for it, but they are available. So there is this big blue CannonCaps set designed by Alice, art by OCM, with APL sub legends and a nice kind of IBM style set. Pretty neat. And then I also got this set from CannonCaps. This is called Denim Nouveau. An obvious play of words to allude to Denim Nouveau. New jeans. It comes in this like light blue sort of tone. I think the first one is neat too, yeah. But yeah, just gonna show you what the set looks like though. Here is what the Denim Nouveau one looks like. It has Hangul sub-legends and is in this like completely blue toned set. And it has some, obviously has some novelties and whatnot. Jean themed novelties and K-pop band themed novelties. That blue is gorge. The board blue is super nice. Yeah. Alright, we can try this set. This CannonCaps set with APL sub-legends. Let's try it out. Let's see. Has like APL style sub-legends, and then it also has like some cool little features that resemble like IBM like. Do you build it with any foam? No, I currently did not put any foam in it. I only did so the PCB had flex cuts, so I just taped those shut. And the plate didn't have flex cuts, and then I did not put any foam. I didn't put any P foam or plate foam or case foam. So no foam right now. Does this have accents? Interesting. Let's try this one. Hell yeah, I was planning on building with no foam as well. Yeah, so I tend to try to build stuff with no foam first because I like to listen to the boards without any kind of additive, so to speak. And then if it needs something to sort of fill up the space because it's like very resonant and such. Kiwi, oh my god. Do you guys hear that? That's Kiwi begging for food or something. What's up, Kiwi? Feed me, yeah. Although we already fed him, by the way. So he's just being... Kiwi! Kiwi, come here! Wanna come here? Come here. Okay, never mind. He just plopped on the floor. That CEO is so talkative. Yeah, I know. CEO Kiwi is very vocal about his demands, as you can see. Oop. My cats literally scream at me. Yeah, I've heard some cats are super, like their meows are just like growls, like. Okay, let's see now. Cookies. That cat sounds so cute. That's great build process. Yeah, so I always build with no foam, and then if I need it, then add it, right? Like just take it apart, add it, and then see how it goes, and then basically just keep going like that until you're satisfied. Because that way, it's a nice baseline to start with no foam, and then to add on top if you need it. At least in my opinion. But this actually looks pretty good. Nice classic look. Oh, whoopsie. Wrong side. Thoughts on Zeal clickies? I have to say I don't have a strong opinion of them because I haven't tried them extensively. I've only seen them a few times, like at meetups and so on, but I don't have a strong opinion of them though, unfortunately. So nothing I could say it's like my own advice or my own opinion. I mean, they are very pronounced. I know some people who like them at the beginning and then dislike them later. And maybe it was because they were too pronounced. So it was like the sound didn't really grow on them. So I think that might be a part of it. Some people do still use them, but again, I don't know too many people who do. Just because I'm not like I don't know that many people who are like super enthusiastic about clickies. All right, so there it is. This is big blue CannonCaps keycaps. These are dice up PVT. Now let's see. This is gonna plug in here. And then there it is. All right, let's put the sound testing on. So stream typing. Okay, great. I'm gonna move the mic over. And yes, of course, we wouldn't be on a stream with me if we didn't put an artisan on a ski. So let's see, something that would match this. Beigeish, bluish. Something dark blue. I'm thinking, maybe it is a time to put this egg pilot on this. The metal one in the middle? Wait, hold on. Which one? This one? I like this squid. Up to you, actually. I wouldn't mind. Oh, so this one, the metal one, is a cap from Crookie, a maker from Korea. It's like a little, Egyptian-inspired thing. Sort of looks like a Millennium tablet kind of thing. But yeah, all right, that works. Something to really pop. Alright, let's give this a try. Don't mind Kiwi too much. He's just begging for food. Okay. Let's give this a shot. Stop the music here. And I'll turn off the fan here. It's probably loud. And yeah, the red light is kind of like a brake. It's like a brake light. And it has a function indicator built into it. And all right, let's give this a shot. So this is a this is currently built with these Haimu Peach linear switches from CannonCaps and Haimu, and these are linear switches with almost full travel, 63.5 gram springs, and no switch films. They're Lube 205 grade 0 by yours truly. And we have the big blue PVT dice-up caps from CannonCaps, and this is the Sela 70 from Hance Industry. We have no foam built into this board, and let's give it a shot. This has an FR4 plate. All right, here we go. Oop. You okay? Don't hurt yourself. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Oh, something's... Maybe the... I'm wondering if the... Hold on, I'm wondering if the plate is hitting, right? Kinda sounds interesting, but I'm gonna try opening it up actually, because I actually feel like the plate is hitting the case. Maybe I need to use those dampeners, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I hear the little plate tab hit the case. Oop. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think that's what it needs to switch out. All right. So, those dampeners somewhere around here. Put these dampeners on, so we don't have any hard material hitting. And if it does, it's not as pronounced. And yeah, the wrist rest is an extra. Yeah. Okay. I think that should be it, but we'll see. Maybe the sound is extraneous and not from there, but I have a feeling this was what it was. So let's try it with these guys on. Okay, and there we go. this again. Alright, yeah, I think that was maybe what it was. Okay. Alright, let's try this again. Put the rest here. Alright, let's give it a try. Once again, Haimu Pastel Peach linear switches with an FR4 blade. Here we go. I hear Mr. Krabs walking. That's a fun one. I'm actually wondering if it's also the key set, but I don't know. This is the first time I use CannonCaps in a while, so maybe it does sound different with ABS, but we can try. So here is what the mods are like. Yeah, I do think this spacebar sounds a little different from like another. Let me see if I can. Maybe I'll try this actually. Give me a sec. Yeah, let's try GMK. So here I have GMK Foundation, and I thought that I think the spacebar is kind of similarly colored, but I want to try it out. So I can try GMK Foundation. Just switch out the spacebar first and see what it looks like. Sealed kit. Yeah, I just got it. Oh, I'm like in the middle. Oh, actually, never mind. The spacebar on these ones are much brighter. Didn't realize it's basically white. Yeah, it sounds pretty different, I think. So let's try out GMK. Happy partner. Howdy. How's it going, Hellbent? Alright. Let's try this out. Good, buddy, and you? I'm doing alright. Finally about to close on renting this apartment. So I mean, like, finally signing a lease and being done with my housing search for the year. So I'm pretty excited to be done with that. Should be done as of like maybe tomorrow or 2 days from now, but it's pretty much at the last few stages of it, so I'm pretty excited to be done with that. But yeah, doing alright other than that. Just been kind of stressed out with that though. It's just like so time consuming with the back and forth with an agent, so yeah, I'm excited to be done with it. Kind of feeling lazy to put all these keycaps off, but gotta do it. Stoked for you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm pretty excited. We got a nice. So the best part is we actually are moving, like, we're not moving far at all, and so the move is gonna be so much easier. So that part's very exciting to me. So yeah, so I'm gonna turn on the fan for a second. It's like really hot in this, really stuffy in this apartment right now. So if you hear noise, it's what it is. Oh, you know, I think I have foundations modifiers, the novelties. Let me just go get them. Hey, let's go. Alright, let's try these colored foam modifiers too. Kind of want to try it. Whoops. Drop that. Sorry about that. Alright, so I also got these colored mods, so I kind of want to try them out. See what they look like. Yeah, less moving the better. Yeah, for sure. So excited to be done with it. It's been the past like month of just stressing over it. It's been annoying. Alright. I think that's shift key. These are part of foundation of Keycaps. No, so there's a key set called GMK Foundation, and this is part of that set. So this key set was run a little while back, but yeah, it's called GMK Foundation, and it was part of that set. Okay. Man, they really mean it when they say, if you have a cat hair gets everywhere even when you don't know, because, like, I literally see Kiwi's hair, like, everywhere. We got GMK Foundation. It is looking nice on this. This set rocks. Yeah, it's like a nice set. I mean, can you believe this is all also, pretty sure foundation is all stock colors too. Pretty nice set. So like for the people who make caps and or like make things that are matched to things, like you can actually use the GMK color ring to match the colors for the set, I think. It's pretty sweet. Here's the regular enter. Got my coloring at the workbench. Nice. So yeah, it's a pretty neat set. And I do like the little extra modifiers kit. Not cheap, to be quite honest. This set was not that cheap. But it's a nice set to buy, I think. Alright, I'm just gonna put it down there. Put the rest of these caps on the side here. Getting dirty. Little fuzz. Alright, let's give this a try. So now we have GMK foundation on this. Let's see how different it sounds. So let's turn off the music here and give this a try. Alright, here you go. We tried CannonCaps, PVT caps, and then we're just doing GMK. And this is gasket mounted Haimu Pastel Peach linear switches on an FR4. Yeah. Oh. Let me turn off the fan, it's kind of loud. Oops. Oops. There we go. Alright, here we go. That sounds nice. I think it sounds even better with GMK actually. Yeah, that sounds good. I think I like the alphas of the PVT a lot, but the Spacebar was kind of weird for some reason. It kind of sounded a little hollow. I'm not sure if there was any flashing or something that was rubbing against the case, but the alphas of the PVT sounded good, but the Spacebar didn't sound great for some reason. Yeah. GMK definitely has a very characteristic sound with the ABS that you can kind of hear everywhere. And also, I do think these switches sound pretty good too. It's a nice switch actually. I was a little scared that not filming them would cause me some issues with it sounding crunchy, but it doesn't seem to be a problem, so at least it's good to know that these Haimu switches are okay without filming. So So that's good, yeah. But yeah, that's what this sounds like. I know you said the name of the metal artisan, but what was it again? Oh yeah, no worries. Let me find it for you. It's Crookie. I'll just find it for you. It's Crookie Artisan. There you go. Crookie_artisan, I'm pretty sure it's the one. They make like silver keycaps, basically coated on these like wax sculpted caps, and they have like they basically make like different sculptures every time, pretty much. So unfortunately, I don't know if they ever rerun things, but they do a lot of cool stuff, and it is all handmade. Like I've seen a lot of their stories, like IG stories and videos and whatever, and it's legit stuff. Not super cheap either. I mean, it does ship from Korea, which obviously costs a bit. But yeah, all their stuff is pretty neat. It's pretty niche, but it's cool silver made work. So if you're into like silvery stuff or like metal coated stuff, like this is probably what you're looking for. Yeah, no worries. But yeah, I do think it sounds nice even without the foam, this board, especially like so I think it sounds good. I think it sounds really good even without foam, so I'm actually gonna just avoid using the foam. I don't think it needs it. And the board, yeah, it looks pretty nice. It's a pretty cool looking board. It's kind of unique. I do think this like LED at the top right is kind of different. The connector is on the top right, which is also not super common. I mean, you definitely see it on some boards, like I think like the Matrix decals, like the Matrix boards do have the top right side connector as well. But yeah, oh Kiwi, what's up? But yeah, so yeah, you can see here. So this is a dark blue colorway. Top right connector is the right position. I know, I mean, but you know how like typically on TKLs you'll find it right in between the nav cluster and the main cluster. This one is kind of more like the traditional, like either top left or top right side connector, but it looks good. I think it looks good. I do think this design is kind of interesting. Like, I mean, I do like how they did this like insert piece that is kind of like just like screwed down here with the LED portion or the LED daughter board. The design is pretty interesting. I mean, like the design language is different from other boards that we've seen, I think. Like the side is pretty different, you know? Like it's not really borrowing much from other designs, which is something I do like about it. It kind of has its own little language to it. It is like this like kind of like car inspired, automotive sort of inspired board, but overall like the design itself just kind of like stands on its own. Has a like, yeah, has a cool vibe going for it. It definitely is a bit like, you know, maybe you don't like it, but I do think personally like this like overall design is really well executed. The anodizing is very clean right now. It has a lot of smudges, just probably just from my fingers being greasy and stuff and sweaty, but other than that, like, yeah, it comes, I mean, you can also get like this wrist rest, which also looks nice. Very pronounced bump-ons, which is kind of nice, kind of separates it from the desk mat, which is neat. This kind of looks like the hood of a car, right? That's what I think Patty's little video said, which is pretty neat. But yeah, it's overall very cool design, I think. I personally dig it. I personally think it's nice that this designer is kind of approaching the keyboard design with a different eye and sort of like with just a different, like just a different look, you know? Like it just does look different from other boards out there, which is kind of nice and makes it stand out quite a bit. So, so yeah, I really do like that. Jordan, what's up? I'm just trying to be a real one. What's up, dude? 27. Thank you. How are you, dude? Do you already start your do you start the summer Thai tea routine? Because we here in New York have started already. Well, we started with our first batch last week and it was very good. Probably need to prep some more. Nice set. Thank you. Prius, how you doing? Talk about 3D. Yeah. It's a very nice looking board though, IMO. I think you started with some fire weather. A little burnt orange skies. I know. Oh man. Got some on order to send to Salvin? Oh. Cool. Designers, a car designer, he wants to translate it to the keyboard. Oh, very cool. And I think it's pretty sweet to attempt that. Should we try this in top mount too? Last thing we do before we leave here. Oh, also, this also includes these little two things here, which you can. I'm actually not currently going to attach, but basically you can make this board a bit more inclined. Like you basically can elevate it a little bit more. You can basically attach two of these, like on each side, and you can make this board 8.5 degrees in typing angle instead of 6.5, which is kind of neat as well. Ooh. But yeah, I like the 6.5 degree typing angle to be honest though, but 8.5 could also look nice. Also, I keep forgetting to remove this plastic cover for the weight, for the little stainless steel weight cover. But I'll do that right now, I guess. Cone feet evolved? Yeah. Platform feet. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's a nice add-on. Oh, it's so squeaky. Needs a little bit of grease to avoid all this squeaking, man. These screws are squeaking a lot. Alright, so let's take out this guy here and this here. And then let's just do this like that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and shall we keep the little gaskets? I mean, not the socks. The little socks for the top mount, or should we remove them and just do plate only? What do you guys think? Personally, I like the socks for the top mount. Okay, I mean we can leave and we can take them out. I don't really mind. I do think the slightly softened top mount is kind of nice. It's basically like the burger mount or whatever it's called. It's like isolated top mount for the people who are used to like the mode keyboards kind of lingo. The stock stay on. Okay. Alright. The stock stay on. Alright. Let's see. Top mount screws. Oh, were these the screws for the daughter boards? Whoops. Let's see, where are my top mount screws? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. For some reason, I'm like, the CEO stole them probably. Oh, gosh. Mr. CEO being naughty. Where are they? They put them back in the box. Nope. They're not in the box. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna move some things around. Let's see. This was over at this thing. Just 'cause, are they at the top right of the frame? Oh, yes, you're right. Yeah, thank you. You are right. I'm a little distracted today. Alright, there we go, and it uses the small hex screws. Countersunk. Oh, so this one. Alright. Okay. Alright, that's that. Now, can put the daughter board thingies on. Do you ever find out what blanks EBT uses nowadays? No, not nowadays. So I saw that so I got EPVT 3000 SAT, right? The one that GOG designed. And then I realized that those have recess stems. And then I haven't found out, like if it's just revised Gateron blanks or anything else. I don't know. I mean, according to KBD fans, oh, I keep forgetting about this stupid cover. According to KBD fans, it's a new mold, but I don't know who makes them. Yeah, I don't know who makes them. Maybe if I can take this off. No, it's like... It's gonna look ugly if I do, I think. Actually, it might come off. Whoop. Oh well, whatever. Alright. Hello sir, I heard you want a G80. Yes. I was gonna hit you up about that uter. I was always wanting to try backspace split, but I'm scared to do typo at work. Oh, it's not that bad. I mean, at least personally, I could get used to either pretty quickly, but yeah. Depends on the layout. I like having full backspace in a lot of like the bigger layouts, but for the smaller layouts, like 60%, like split backspace can be pretty nice. All right, let's try this out again. We have top mount this time, so let's give this a shot. All right. So now we have top mount, everything else the same, GMK foundation, and this is Haimu Pastel peach linear switches with an FF4 plate. Okay, here we go, let's give it a shot. Sounds pretty good. Yeah, sounds pretty nice. A little bit more solid. Definitely not as flexy as earlier. But I do think it's because also the gasket socks are pretty soft. So yeah, I think the top mount bolting is a lot more sturdy feeling. All right, here are the mods. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Yeah, if you don't hear it on stream, it's actually better in person because the mic captures, I would say the mic captures more than I can hear in person typically, because, you know, if you consider like a real life kind of like scenario for yourself, you also have like background noise to consider. I do think the mic picks up a little bit more on things, especially if they're closer. So if you can hear something on stream, it's likely heard less IRL, at least in my experience, but everyone has different experience with that, so yeah. So I typically tell people like, oh, if you hear something on like a video or like on a stream where like the object is relatively close to the mic, I do think it's a bit more exacerbated on the mic. It tends to capture certain sounds a little bit more than others. I mean, every mic is different too, so yeah. All right, well, so that's the sound of this guy. Yeah, this is a pretty fun board. The Sela 70 by Hance Industry. Pretty nice design language and just unique overall, I find. I think it's a nice board. It also sounds pretty good without any foam or any additives in particular, so I am pretty happy about it. Like, I think it's just a nice sounding board, which looks unique, so that's always good. The layout, this mic placement is like annoying, but the layout, you know, it's a 70% or like, you know, TKL without FRO, FRO-less is what people call it these days, FRLs. But that's the side profile here, and yeah, I do think it looks pretty sweet. So here's up close, just like from the top. It's nice. And then here from the bottom, Hance, little stainless steel piece there. Then the side profile, just overall. Very cool look. The wrist rest here is all aluminum with bump-ons. It's a single piece here. It is an extra, but it was available through the group buy. But yeah, this group buy is currently closed, unfortunately. But nonetheless, I think it's a nice board. Once it ships, there will be some extras through your vendors. So you can always keep an eye out. You can always also keep track of Hance Industry projects through their Discord server as well. So yeah. But yeah, we only taped the flex cuts. That's the only thing we did to the PCB. The plate was left alone. The plate has no flex cuts. That's a new plate, FR4 plate with no flex cuts. The PCB was taped shut. And yeah. And yeah, the side profile of this board is just very, very sweet. Just really unique, really nice. Just very unique. like overall, I think this is like definitely something when you look at it, you're like, oh, that's kind of different from other stuff. So I like it a lot. Yeah, and it sounds good. So pretty nice board. I'll drink some water. Kind of thirsty. I'm talking. It's kind of hot in here. But guys, let me know if you have any questions. Any word on whether they're making a 65 or a 75% of this? I'm not sure actually. Would have to check with Hance. But as far as I'm aware, I can check their Discord actually right now. I don't think there is any new designs on the block just yet. Yeah, they don't have any new announcements for any new designs just yet. This is their first design. So, I mean, I'm sure that if this was a success for them, they'll see more of other things in the future. So, I'm sure this is just the beginning for them. So, I'll just keep an eye on the maker and just follow and see what kinds of projects they get involved with. Obviously, maybe if you can suggest that they make a 65 or 75, I'm sure they might endeavor in it. So, yeah. Other project he's still brainstorming? Makes sense. Makes sense. Whew, it's hot in here. And it's loud out there. These sirens. Okay. Well, yeah. Dinner time indeed. I'm probably just gonna go off for a snack and hang out and stuff. But, let me see if we can rate somebody here. Let's go and check who we can rate today. So coming up soon, over the course of the next few weeks, we have some boards coming up. So just kind of want to cover like what's coming soon. So after today's Hance Sela 70, sorry, we have the Alicia prototype, which is like an Alistar sort of layout board. And then we have the OC62 by Bowl as well. And then I will also be building a Tetrix, which is a 60% keyboard that already shipped, and I'm just building that for a client. And then I'll have some other like client builds and so on. So yeah, just stay tuned for that. There should be some other prototypes and stuff coming in soon too, but I don't have any specific announcements for them just yet. But I do have things that I'm scheduling over the course of June and July. So yeah, just stay tuned. OC62P hype? Yeah, I'm pretty excited for, I'm always excited for new 60%, so I'm pretty excited to check it out, to be honest. Alright. So let us go ahead and... Oh, Jackie just started. We can raid her. Yeah, why not? Alright. Jackie. Where you at? Let's see. Oh, there she is. Alright, sick. Let's go ahead and raid Jackie. Thanks for showcasing again. No worries, Kiwi. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I think this board is pretty sweet. And for those who got this board, congrats. I think you'll enjoy it. For those who didn't, there will be some, a limited number, but there will be some extras that you can check out after it ships. And of course, if you just keep updated with Hance Industries new projects, I'm sure there'll be a lot more exciting stuff to see. But if this was their first design, to be honest, I would be pretty hyped, pretty excited for their upcoming stuff, because it's pretty unique. I think it's pretty cool stuff coming out of Hance Industries designs and ideas. So yeah. Alright, let's go raid Jackie. see, mega raid. Let's just say quack, 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 quack. Oh, we dipping already? Yeah, tornado. We're about to wrap up. It's been like 2.5 hours almost, so just wrapping up now. But yeah, thanks for coming by, guys. I'll catch you guys pretty soon. But yeah, until the next time. Thanks again. Here is our raid message. Oops. Alright, there we go. Here's our raid message. I hope you guys had fun today, and I'll see you guys on the next stream. Alright, take care, guys. Have a good night. Have a good rest of your week. Bye-bye.